Live.
Shalom, Yahweh, Bashim, Shabbat, Yahweh, Shema, Atham, Bashim, Yahweh Shah. This is Priest and Captain Shemawa Allah, Isupk, Queens, New York class. We're going to get right into it. We're going into marriage today. What the Bible says marriage is, not what the white man says our person say marriage is, like a marriage certificate or something like that. That's not what marriage is. We're going to go with marriage is, and we're also going to multiple wives. I know people probably try to get in the eyes, people having multiple women. You got more because the Christian church teaches you you're going to have one wife. If you want to have another wife, you got to divorce one wife and marry another one, which is a sin according to the Bible. There's no divorce in the Bible except for when a woman commits adultery.
That's right.
So if a man has meets another woman, he just has 2 wives, 3 wives, 4 wives, whatever else happens. Let's get right into it. Let's let the scriptures talk. Go to Exodus 22:16.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
If a man entices a maid, enticement means a courtship. You know, he seduced the woman, he spit games to the woman, as people say today. If he talks to a woman, entices a woman, and he lies to her, has sexual intercourse with the woman, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. Endow means like he shall pay the father a dowry. That was done back in biblical time. We paid the dowry of virgins to the father because the father is losing their possession, and now it's your possession. Get enough because you go to Deuteronomy 22 and 28.
Colonel Khan, sir.
What you got, Baba Kashaw?
Colonel Wakan, sir. Slakia. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 28. If a man finds a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed.
A man finds a virgin in the Bible is a woman of marriageable age. She's on her flower. She can bear children. Now that's a virgin. Read. Which is not betrothed. She's not promised to another man. Read on.
And lay hold on her.
Now don't listen to these fake Israelite groups out there because they say lay hold on him. He's like he forced the woman. He raped her. That's not what it means. And in Hebrew, it means I think the Hebrew is the pash or shapah, something like that. You know, I gotta get clarification. That means seduce. He seduced the woman. Read on.
Colonel Wakan. And lie with her.
And lie with her, have sex with her. Read on.
And they be found.
Go ahead.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Verse 29. Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife.
So you see that? That's the dowry. 50 shekels of silver. He had to give to the father because now the father's in possession. He's in the help that he had in his home. Now she's gonna be in your home. Now she's gonna help you. She's gonna be your helpmeet now. So you gotta compensate the father. Read on.
Slocky, sir, if I may.
Go ahead.
So what this scripture is saying, if that woman wasn't promised to that man by the father, that man now owes the father 50 shekels of silver because he did not have that agreement.
Colonel
Wakan, sir.
Read on.
And because he had humbled her, he may not put her away all his days.
He humbled that woman. You know what I mean? And so he laid with that woman. He saw her nakedness. She saw his nakedness. She has humbled her, and he may not put her away. That's something Isupk say. Oh man, we never leave our women.
That's right.
Never. I know that'd be hard to believe because we grew up in America. Men leave their women left and right, one night stands, things like that. We don't do that in the Isupk.
That's right.
We're not wicked sinners like that. We treat our women right. We treat our women the way the Lord say treat their women. Just a sidebar with that lie hold on her. Go to drop down to verse 25.
Colonel Wakan, sir.
Just that lay on hold because a lot of people say that means like, you know, he forced the woman. You're going to see how in our Lord as a rape is wrong. Read that. 22 and 25.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 25. But if a man finds a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man forced her.
He forced her to have sex with her. He raped her. Read on.
And lie with her. Then the man only that lay with her shall die.
That man gonna get put to death. I know GM messages say stuff like that. You gotta rape the woman. You gotta rape her? No, that's a sin according to the Bible. You don't rape no woman, man. You don't do that. That's disgusting and vile according to the Lord, and you're gonna get put to death for that.
Sluggy, so if I may, that's the difference between a fake Israelite group and one West, sir.
Yeah, right. That's how we said we are not affiliated or associated with any other Hebrew, Christian, Kemet, whatever blacky black group out there. We're not affiliated with them. We stand alone.
Right.
It's Isupk versus everybody.
That's right.
Go to Genesis 24:67.
Wakan, sir. You say 67, sir?
24 verse 67. Read what you got.
Wakan, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 57.
67.
Oh, Salaki.
67. Salaki, I'm sorry. Got it?
Wakan, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother's Sarah's tent and took Rebekah, and she became his wife, and he loved her. And Isaac was comfort after his mother's death.
He said he took Isaac, Isaac took Rebekah into his mother's tent, and he took him and he had sex with Rebekah. That made his wife. And that's what it says, she became his wife. That's in the Bible. Go to Ruth.
So, Slaki said, if I may, they weren't sewing shirts in that tent.
Exactly, they wasn't doing stuff like that. You know,
wasn't
sewing shirts in that tent. They wasn't baking cookies and like that. They was doing something tough. They were doing something else.
Go to
the book of Ruth 4:13.
Wakan, sir. I got it, sir. This is the book of Ruth, chapter 4, verse 13. So Boaz took Ruth, and she was his wife. And when he went unto her, the Most High Power gave her conception. And she bare a son.
He said he went in unto. Y'all know what that means, right? He went in unto her. He went inside that matrix, as the Bible say. Matrix. And she bare him a son. I'm saying that's marriage. Sexual intercourse is marriage. Not the white man's going out to the courthouse, the court system, and sign a piece of paper that says now you're married. That's not what that is. Once that woman lay hold on one, that's your woman for life.
So Salaki, so if I may again, so you mean to tell me in this country, in American society, that piece of paper they have us has no power what marriage is? It's just only in America they see you as marriage?
Exactly, yeah.
But not with the Most High God.
No?
But not with the Most High God. That piece of paper means absolutely nothing.
It means nothing to the Most High God. Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Once you lay with, that's your woman. That's your wife.
Most High in Christ.
You know what I mean? That's the woman's husband. That's the woman's man. That's the man's woman. That's how it works. But this nowadays in American society, marriage is like more of a business arrangement,
right?
Like more like a contract, a business deal. That's why you got prenuptial agreements, things like that, because you're gonna get divorced. You know what I mean? So you gotta make an agreement for when you get divorced, things like that. But according to the Bible, once you lay with, that's your woman. That's the biblical law. We go to the Apocrypha now. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7, verse 26.
What kind, sir? Slucky, sir. One moment, sir. Ecclesiasticus chapter what, sir?
Chapter 7, verse 26.
Chapter 7, verses 26. What, sir? The book of Ecclesiasticus and the Apocrypha, chapter 7, verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy maid?
After thy mind.
After thy mind.
Meaning this, has a wife after my woman you can agree with, who you can spend the rest of your life. Has a wife after your mind? Read on.
Forsake her not,
Forsake her, and don't ever get rid of that woman, man.
Right.
Read on.
but give not thyself over to a light woman.
Don't give yourself over to a light woman. Woman that's not about nothing, man. You want a woman that's gonna be a help me to you, man. That's what the book of Proverbs about, book 31st chapter, a virtuous woman. That's what you want, a virtuous woman. Woman with skills and ability. Woman that's gonna be a help me to you, a pillar of rescue. Not some loudmouth monster, not some woman that on Facebook all the time and Twitter and TikTok starving for attention, things like that. You don't know who she's sleeping with around. That's a light woman. You don't want no light woman, man.
Right.
You want a woman that's after your own mind. Go to same book, chapter 36, verse 24.
Sir. Chapter 36, sir.
Verse 24.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
He that begin the possession. Why is it a possession? Because you had to pay the father a dowry.
Right.
So now she's your possession. Now, that doesn't mean you put a leash on and walk around like a dog. She's not a possession like that. But there's responsibilities to that possession. The same thing, she's supposed to be a pillar rescue, like I was going to say next. The same way you have responsibility, you're supposed to take care of that woman, teach that woman, correct that woman, provide for that woman. That's the thing. That's what her husband does for his woman. Read on.
Sluck, so if I may.
Go ahead.
But today, our sisters, they see that word possession, they're going to snap their neck quick. It's like, what you mean?
Exactly. You don't own me.
Exactly.
You ain't my father. You don't own me.
Cut all that
that's
mess.
In the world. That's the one. That's why all scriptures for. Give not stuff over to a light woman.
Sir.
You come in the UPK, get your UPK sister, man.
That's right.
Get your UPK. They ain't like the women out in the world.
That's right, sir.
Get your UPK sister. Read on.
Sir. A help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest.
A help like unto and a pillar of rest, man. She ain't supposed to be no loudmouth monster demon. You know what I mean? Giving you a hard time, every little thing, trying to go through your phone and everything. Who you talking to?
Sir.
They ain't supposed to be women like that, man.
Sluck, so if I may again, sir.
Salakia, sir. If I may, it's saying what a pillar of rest. Now, you got brothers right now do not want to come home from work because what they expect and soon they walk in, they have to stop by the bar.
Yes.
Or they have to talk, they have to talk to their brother to get mentally prepared for the unrest what he get at home.
Yeah, right. They gotta go there.
And he's looking for some rest.
I like how you mentioned that bar, because my men turn to alcohol. They gotta have a few drinks first before they go home. You know what I mean? They can't take it. You know what I mean? That's the society that we live in. Go to the same book, chapter 26, verse 1.
Sir. $36, sir.
26, verse 1.
Sir.
26, verse 1. Slide.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 26, verse 1. Blessed is the man that hath a virtuous wife, for the number of his days shall be doubled.
Blessed man, you want to live a long life. You got a virtuous woman, man. Nice, long, crisp life, man. Nice, good life. You got a virtuous woman. A long life you're going to live. Read on.
Verse 2. A virtuous woman rejoice her husband, and he have fulfilled the years of his life in peace.
And he shall fulfill his life in peace, man. Like how Prophet was saying, you gotta get mentally prepared to go home. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go to the gym first or something like that. You know what I mean? Burn some steam, because there's gonna be an argument in that house. You know what I mean? But you have a virtue when you got life in peace. Go to verse 3.
So, like I said, if I may, sir, and it's so heavy what I just said, because and what you said with the few scriptures before, a light woman, she doesn't know that we leave this house, it's on. We have to face white supremacy. The police are trying to kill us. Your own brother's trying to kill us, and your boss is trying to get over on you, trying to figure out a way how to fire you. And you come home and there's no peace. Right. A white woman does not understand that, right. and it's so messed up, because only if our sisters knew, just being virtuous and calm and shh, can help so much.
Damn right. Damn
They
right.
don't know the power of shh.
Damn right. Not that she can't talk, but damn. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but look what comes out of your mouth. You know, it's like a dragon. You know what I mean? Like you can't take it. You can't take it no more.
It's like, if I may, it's they didn't learn how to take care of a man like grandma used to, great grandma used to. They didn't know that the power and the beauty of her being in that kitchen cooking and taking care of all the family as you make the money. That's not being taught no more to these sisters.
It's not. Proctor, you have something to say?
Khan, what you're saying is so hard body one West and Salaki. So if I may, it's not, and you're right. It's not that he don't want to come home. He want to come home, but it's such a hard task. Like, why we have to argue soon I walk into the door?
Damn
you
right.
can't wait 5 minutes,
Uh-huh.
so I can unwind literally from work.
Exactly.
And you've been working all day, and you need at least 45 minutes to an hour just to clear your mind.
Exactly.
I gotta hear this. We gotta fight.
Exactly.
I've been fighting all day.
Yeah, right. Now I want to show you something on the men's side. Go to verse 23, same chapter.
Kind of a sir. Verse 23. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26, in the Apocrypha, verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
And that's the other side right there. You know why you got that wicked woman? Because you wicked. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're not Isupk, you'll get you a nice, quiet, calm sister. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Of that, like I said, will fatten his bone, double his years, things like that. But if you wicked, you out in the world, oh man, you're gonna get your wicked woman, man. Look in the mirror.
If I may, sir, just to speak on my experience when I was in the world and thinking about it, I think the Most High was letting me know the woman I had, she was wicked. It didn't go any worse where I could have been in jail and dead, but the Most High, I believe, was telling me like, yo, you're going down the wicked path. Yeah. But thank the Lord I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Right, yeah. And I pray for that sister too, but thank the Lord I'm here now.
Yeah, right.
No sign
first.
Salaki, so if I may, actually, I thought about that. I also thought about that too. I'm like, because sometimes you get to the point that you are what you attract.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I'm a wicked bastard, because I'm coming home. I said I need to change something about myself.
Yeah, right.
And once that happened, the woman leaves.
Yeah.
Because I changed that part because misery love company, and I realized that since I got in the truth, saying once you change, that wickedness just gonna leave right out of you. Mm-hmm. It's just gonna go away.
And if I may, it's the Lord that took her out of your life, Adawan.
Damn right.
The Lord got rid of you, got rid of her to show you something, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Slocky, sir. Do I keep going?
No, you can stop. You can check that right there. But yeah, wicked ones give to a portion to a wicked man, and the godly woman is that man's portion. So you and I, you shed yourself for the world. You keep the law, statutes, you'll get your woman. That's a good portion to you, man. Right. You'll get you. Not that you won't argue things. I mean, that happens in any relationship. And you have disagreements, there's compromises, things like that. But you won't have that dragon. You won't, the dragon lady. You won't come home to that. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna get into multiple wives. So in the Bible that multiple wives. Now in the Bible, there's no scripture that said man can have multiple wives, or you gotta have one wife or 0 wives. But there are rules to multiple wives. Gotcha. There have been instances where men have Solomon has 700 wives and 300 concubines. You know what I mean? But there are rules to it. You know what I mean? But it is allowed. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not a sin. That's white man's culture. No other culture on the planet has that system of one man, woman, except for our oppressor.
Monogamy.
Monogamy. Sir. In America, France, England, whatever, any white country you can name, it's one man, one woman, that's it. You know what I mean? That comes from the past with Sabian culture, things like that. That's not Blacks and Hispanics culture or Native Americans culture. That's not our culture. That's not how we live. And it's perfectly right according to the scriptures to have one woman. You can have more than one woman. Go to Genesis 4:23. Let's get a few examples.
Sir. Genesis 4:20, sir.
4:23.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse 23. And Lamech said unto his wives.
To his what?
Wives.
Let's spell it.
W-I-V-E-S.
I say plural. Wives, plural.
Wives.
Go ahead.
Adha. Ada.
And Zillah.
And Zillah. Hear my voice, ye wives. Lamech, hearken unto my speech, for I have slain a man to my own wounding, and a young man who's my hurt.
So Lamech said to his wives, going back there. Lamech to his wives. He had two wives. Go to Genesis 16:3.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Genesis. Colonel Wakan. Genesis 16:3, sir.
16 verse 3. Read. Yeah.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 16, verse 3. And Sisera, Abraham's wife, took Hagar, her maid, an Egyptian, after Abraham had dwelt 10 years in the land of Canaan, and gave her and gave her to her husband Abraham to be his wife.
You see that? Now Sarah, a woman, gave him another woman to be his wife. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Sister out there, she said she's supposed to get some food, and nobody told me about it. Start giving us some food.
Oh, just watch yourself out there, all right? Is she out there with anybody?
Oh no, she by herself. She was sitting.
She has a cart or something?
Huh?
She has
a shopping cart.
Just give her a box of food. So that's another incident where multiple wives right there. Go to Genesis 32:20.
Colonel Wakan, sir. This is the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 20. And said ye moreover, behold, thy servant Jacob, his Salakia, is behind us. For he said, I will appease him with the present that goeth before me. And afterwards, I will see his face. Peradventure, he will accept of me.
Keep reading.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Verse 21. So went the present over before him, and himself lodged that night in the company. Keep going, sir.
All right, read on that last word. Yeah.
Colonel Wakan. Verse 22. And he arose up that night and took his two wives.
His two wives. Read on.
And his two women servants. And his 11 sons. And passed over for Jabbok.
So Jacob had two wives. He had Rachel and Leah. Jacob had two wives. Go to now we're gonna get some rules now. Oh yeah, right there. Go to Exodus 21:10.
Colonel Wakan, sir. Exodus 21,
verse 10.
Verse 10, sir. Right. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 10. If he take him another wife,
read on.
Her food, her raiment, Salakia, her duty of marriage shall he not dismiss.
This has to do to another wife right there. Her food, her raiment, whatever you was doing with that first woman, it gotta stay the same. If you can't do that, don't get you another wife. And that duty of marriage, it has to, everything's the same. Your sexual intercourse, your everything, whatever you're doing, this time, everything has to remain the same. You can't say, well, I got this new, so I ain't got time for it, I can't do. No, everything has to remain the same. That's the rules to it. It's not an orgy, some wild orgy. Not just going out there being just trying to sleep with as many women as we can. It's not like that in Israel. It's not like that in the Bible.
So if I may, all that what you said about orgies have more than one woman in the bed, that's our oppressor's culture.
Damn right. That's his culture.
That's Greek and Roman culture. That's not
right.
what Israel do, sir.
That's right. That's right. Go to Deuteronomy 21:15.
Khan, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 21, verse 15. If a man have two wives,
Now, if you're in a man has more than one, he got two wives, read.
One beloved and other hated, and they have borne him child, but the Slakia, both the beloved and the hated, and if the firstborn son be hers that was hated,
Read verse 16.
Khan, sir. Then it shall be when he maketh the son to inherit that which he had, but he may not make the son of the beloved firstborn before the son of the hated, which is indeed the firstborn.
You see that? That's a rule, because everything goes to the firstborn son. Now, if he has a firstborn son and when that was hated, he can't say, well, I hate that woman, so I'm giving the son nothing. No, that's against the rules. That's against the commandments. Everything still goes to that firstborn son, even though it was from the woman that was hated. So that's another rule where we're dealing with multiple wives. Nah. Go to Deuteronomy 24:5.
Khan, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 24, verse 5. When a man have taken a new wife, he shall not go out to war, neither shall he be charged with any business.
See that? Man has taken a new wife. He had one wife when he got married again. He should not go out to it. That was the position in our country. That way, you go out to where you don't want to get killed, and you just got married. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's but he had more than one wife. That's another situation. Now we're gonna get some scriptures. Go to Isaiah, the 3rd chapter. Isaiah 3 and Isaiah chapter 3, verse go to Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16.
Khan, sir.
We're gonna read down to chapter 4, verse 1.
Khan, sir. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Most High saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty,
proud. That's today. I remember proud.
Khan, sir. And walk with stretch forth necks.
Read on.
And wanton eyes, and walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkering with their feet.
That's back then. That's today. That's happening today. Keep that. That's going today. Look at our women today. Look how they act today. Read on.
Khan. Verse 17. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Most High will discover their secret parts.
Is that happening? Look at our women's hair today. Gone. They call alopecia, or just be bald on the side things. That's how women gotta get weaves.
Khan, sir.
You know what I mean? Women going bald. was a time when I was long way back.
Kind of
Like that woman
sir.
that washed Christ's feet with her hair. You know she had to have some long hair.
Kind
She had to show like Mateo, see her neck whipping all broken and all that. You know what I mean? She
Right,
had some
right.
long hair. You know, but that's gone today. And read on.
Kind sir.
Verse I think it was 18 now.
Oh, kind sir. Verse 18. And that day the Most High will take away the bravery of their tinkering ornaments about their feet, and their calls and their round tries like the moon.
He's gonna take away their jewelry, things that make women beautiful and make feminine. He's gonna take it all away. Read on.
Kind sir. Verse 19. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers.
Read on.
Kind sir. Verse 20. The bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings.
The ring. Go ahead.
Verse 21. The rings and nose jewelry.
All these things. You see a lot of East Indians do that. They have that thing on their like a jewel on their forehead.
Sir.
People say they got shot in the head. You know, they get that from us. You have jewelry and all that, looking all beautiful and pretty. Read on.
Sir. Verse 22. The changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles, and the wimples, and the crisping pins.
The glasses, the fine linen, and the hood, and the veils.
Verse
24.
Verse 23, sir.
Read verse 24.
Oh, sir. Verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be a stink.
You know what that's talking about, right? That stink, man. Stinking. Read on.
Sir. And instead of a girdle of rent, and instead of a well-set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a gritting of sackcloth, and a burning instead of beauty.
Read on.
Sir. Verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword.
Their men shall fall. But how we down to say blacks and Spanish? Knee on our neck, shot in the back, gun violence, all that. You know, we dying by the sword. Read on.
And thy mighty in the war.
Yeah, mighty in the war. Who gets sent over to Afghanistan? Us. The
sir.
Williams, the Jones, the Johnsons, the Harrises, the Washingtons. We get sent over there. We put on the front line.
Right.
You know what I mean? We put on the front line to get our head blown off first. You know what I mean? That's us dying in war. That's our people.
Right.
You know, that's today. Read on.
Sir. Verse 26. And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall spit upon the ground. Sit upon the ground.
Read chapter 4, verse 1.
Sir. Salakia, sir. The book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day,
today is that day. Read on.
7 women shall take hold of one man.
That's it. 7 women shall take hold of one man. 7 women. Man gonna have 7 women. Read on. That's today. You can have that today. Because what's happening today? We dying in war.
Right.
We're dying about gun violence. We're being killed by the sword by our oppressor. Our women have to stink, the baldness, and all that's happening today. Read on.
It's like I said, if I may, our men are in jail as well. We we're all over the prison systems.
We filled the prisons, man.
Sir.
In prison? We filled in prisons.
Sir.
Read on.
Saying, well, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel.
I'll take care of myself. I'll feed myself and I'll clothe myself. Read on.
Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach.
All those bad things that happen to us, let all that be taken away. Let me call by your name. That's today. That's today right now.
So Slock, if I may, these women are going to take one man saying, we'll take care of ourselves.
Yeah, right.
Just don't bring up our past.
Right. Take our reproach. Take away our reproach.
The bad things, the bad name they threw upon us, sir.
That's right.
That sounds like heaven, sir.
Yeah.
That sounds like heaven.
Yeah.
Most High in Christ.
Go now. We go to the New Testament. Go to 1 Corinthians 7:1.
Come
We're gonna close
sir.
it out with this.
1 Corinthians.
People love this scripture right here. The
7.
New Testament guy. They got us now.
7:1. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 1. Now concerning the things whereof ye wrote unto me.
And this is Paul talking to people. He's writing from prison. And some of the things that he got people, men reporting to him. Like how we do today. We report to someone every week during councils, things like we report what we're doing, what we're finding, what we're this, what we're that. You know, so you got a man reporting to him while he's in prison. So he said, concerning things that you wrote to me, read on.
It is good for a man not to touch a woman.
And Paul says, good. What's going on in Corinth? It's better if you don't have no woman. It's going to be read on.
Sir. Verse 2. Nevertheless, avoid fornication.
To avoid fornication, read on.
Let every man have his own wife, and let every woman have her own husband.
To avoid fornication. Now we're going to get why Paul said that. Go to chapter 5, verse 1.
Sir.
Because what is fornication? Unlawful sex. It's unlawful to sleep with another man's woman. That's unlawful. You know, see, that's what Paul was talking about. It's not talking about, oh, let every man have his own wife, every woman her own husband, like going one man, one woman. Saying, if you got that woman right there, those women there, those 5 women, your women, every man leave them alone. That's what it means.
It's going
to say 5 verse 1. What you got?
This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 5, verse 1. It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you.
Unlawful sex. Read on.
And such fornication as is not so much as named among the Gentiles.
See that? The man be worse than the heathen without fornication. Read on.
That one should have his own father's wife.
Have his father. Somebody took his father's wife. A son took his father. They're not supposed to do that. That's in the book of Leviticus. It was saying Leviticus 18th chapter. At the man of the Egyptians, you should not do.
Right.
That's what you uncovered your father's nakedness like that. That's unlawful right there. That's fornication.
Right.
That's why I said that every man have his own wife, every woman her own husband, man. Not that it be one man, one woman, but if you got 5 women, 10 women like that, those your women, no man touches those 10 women.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Hey, that's right. If that those 10 women, that one man is your husband, that's the only man you're supposed to be dealing with.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's like, who cares? It don't matter. He got 20 women. That's the only man you dealing with. You don't go out and say, I'm gonna have more than one man. You know, I'm gonna do it like that. And then you're supposed to do that. That's fornication. You're supposed to do that.
Right.
And with that, we're gonna end it. Any questions online?
La, sir.
All right, we're gonna end it with that. Y'all Bashmi and Shabbat. Y'all smart Bashmi Yasha.
Clap up for class.
Cut the feet.
Sir.